Weekend Edition.
Good morning, I'm Taylor Upchurch. Today is Saturday, January 19th. Severe weather alert day continues in preparation of heavy rainfall and snow coming to eastern Kentucky. Meteorologist Kelly McShane is with me this morning and she has the latest details on the forecast. Kelly?
Well, we're already getting in on that soggy action. It has already begun for your Saturday. We're looking at pinpoint Doppler with plenty of rain on the screen. Not everyone, it's not raining yet, but it will be very, very soon. So definitely grab the rain gear if you have to go out today. But if you do not have to go out anywhere today, I would suggest just staying at home because it is going to be a soggy, dreary day with potential hazards on the roadway. And we do also have a winter weather advisory that will be in effect for Saturday night because we are going to see temperatures into the mid-50s today, but then as we head into your overnight hours, they're going to fall quickly and that rain is going to turn to snow throughout eastern Kentucky. So we are keeping a very close eye on that, but our temperatures around the region right now anywhere from the upper 30s to mid to upper 40s even throughout portions of the viewing area. So overall we are looking at temperatures going to increase very dramatically as we head throughout your day. You can see that on the 12-hour planner. We are looking at those temperatures in the mid-50s by this afternoon, but rain and more rain on the way. We could see almost 2 inches by the time today is all said and done with, even locally heavier amounts possible, but then we will see light accumulations of snow for your Sunday as that moisture hangs around, but those temperatures drop and a freeze is possible overnight into your Monday morning. And Taylor, I'll break down those details in just a little bit.
Thank you, Kelly. 3 people now face charges in connection with a 2017 Whitley County murder. Yesterday, we learned Williamsburg police obtained warrants on Darnell Chivers, Jeremy S. Hatfield, and Anthony Hester. Investigators say they worked together to murder 16-year-old Robert Littleman Kennedy Jr., his mother, Emma Jean Gardner Bittner, and Christopher Bittner. The FBI need your help in looking for a man they say is involved in the several different robberies. Federal investigators have released pictures of this man they're nicknaming Home of the Traveling Bandit because they say he robbed 7 banks in 6 different states. He is said to walk up to the counter and present a note demanding money. Surveillance video captures him getting into his vehicle with Kentucky tags. If you have any information on this man, you should call the FBI tip line at 754-703-2000. And during a meeting Thursday, EnerBlue officials expressed concerns that the government shutdown is causing a small hiccup and a delay in construction. Both city officials and those with EnerBlue say the facility is still on the way and they are excited to come to eastern Kentucky. WYMT's Macy Marie has more.
2 buildings and 2 setbacks are holding up work for EnerBlue in Pikeville's Kentucky Enterprise Industrial Park.
As those issues come up, we work through them.
The first involves the smaller of the 2 buildings. They need approval from the federal government to begin the project.
Their first phase, which is a 60,000 square foot assembly building being funded by Abandoned Mine Land Grant, will begin construction as soon as we receive approval from the Office of Surface Mining,
which cannot happen while the government is shut down.
So as soon as they get back to work and give that authorization, then construction on that building will commence shortly thereafter.
Despite the small setback, Pikeville City Manager Philip Ellswick says the first building on EnerBlue's site should open next year.
So there may be some small delay in completion of the facility, but to my knowledge, it's still very much on schedule.
Another obstacle EnerBlue needs to overcome, constructing the manufacturing building on mining soil.
You know, anytime you build a building on mine spoil in eastern Kentucky, there's going to be geotechnical issues.
EnerBlue officials say they will deal with that hurdle later on down the road. But for now, they are on track to build in eastern Kentucky.
EnerBlue is truly transformative, not just for Pikeville, but for the entire region.
Looking forward to having the company that will call Pikeville home. In Pike County, Macy Marie, WYMT Mountain News.
EnerBlue officials tell us they hope to break ground this spring, and people should be able to start working at the site about a year later when the first building is finished being constructed. Once the entire facility is complete, EnerBlue will have more than 800 employees. And another source of jobs coming to Pikeville is well on the way to completion. Here is a look from the Silverliner site yesterday. Officials tell us it is being made from the same materials that will be used for Enerblue. Silverliner is a tanker trunk manufacturing facility. It will provide about 300 jobs. And the upcoming rain and snow has Whitesburg Police Department concerned, and once again they plan to offer their services to the elderly who may need their help in the cold. Police say during the winter months their job consists of more than just criminal investigation. Sometimes it's just about caring for your neighbors. If you are sick, do not feel like risking your safety on dangerous roads, and if you do not want to get out in the cold, police say to just call and Earlene Williams says she may not call often, but she is thankful police are there to pick up groceries, medicine, or even make emergency trips.
I'm just so thankful that we have people who are willing to sacrifice their time and even their health or their life to help somebody else.
Police say if you desperately need their services, never hesitate to call. You can reach their department at 606-633-3714. Some Hazard High School students hope a program they developed will save lives. And though an innovation grant from the Kentucky Valley Educational Cooperative, they have created Rapid, a business revolving around creating 3D floor plans of schools, businesses, and other large buildings. Connor James explains how it came about.
It started out with an idea, make it easier for students to find classrooms.
But it started out as us showing students around the school, and then we got the idea that first responders can use it.
Now, nearly 2 years later, it's become a business.
The goal of our company is to cut down response time of first responders in case of emergencies like a shooting.
This group of Hazard High School students created Rapid.
There's not many schools around here doing projects like this.
Rapid's a program that's become a business, and it's a relatively simple but incredibly important concept.
What we're doing is we're creating 3D models of schools and different buildings for first responders to use during emergencies.
Whenever first responders enter a building, sometimes they don't know the floor plan.
Schools, banks, anywhere that's a large business that's going to be largely populated.
What Rapid does is make that 3D model available to first responders. That way, they have immediate access to it.
The files can be sent directly by their dispatch.
John Handshoe is the teacher lead over the project.
The main point in all of this was to reduce response time.
He's watched the project take off over the last couple years.
The students have done all the work. I mean, they've done the majority of the work. And that, for me, that's the high points. Yeah.
As students and faculty look forward to what this will become. In Hazard, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
The student workers with Rapid also say they install reflective tape for room numbers, and that makes it easier for people to find exactly what room an incident may be happening in. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is considering the role of drug therapies to get kids to quit vapes and other nicotine products. Vaping has increased 80% among high schoolers and 50% among middle schoolers, according to the agency. Experts worry that it could put kids' developing brains at risk and get them hooked on nicotine early in life. FDA officials discussed the problem yesterday at a hearing that addressed rising levels of e-cigarette use among young people. Medical organizations and vaping groups also testified. Educators at several schools in Oakland, California went on a one-day strike yesterday, calling it a sick-out. They are fighting for better pay. They were joined by some staff members, and the teachers union has been in contract talks with the school district for a year and a half. Teachers say the dispute is over low pay and underfunded classrooms. The district says educators who participate in yesterday's sick-out will not get paid for the day, and the pay will not be counted as a sick day. Coming up on Mountain News this morning, experts say most healthy people with the flu should avoid the ER. We will tell you why coming up. And later we'll check in with Jason Lindsay to see what he is working on for us in this morning's Hooked on Science segment.
We are in a severe weather alert day due to heavy rainfall and snow possible this weekend. I'll break down everything you need to know coming up next.